Hey guys, it's Tony here from Signals Feed. Just having a quick look at the auto trading robot this morning in the charts. Just giving us a few options in terms of following these trends in the manual trade, but not much in terms of support and resistance today. Again, really, it's been a bit of a funny week. But yeah, it's just one of those really. We have managed to sort of take advantage of some of these trends. Been working with the Euro USD all morning. And managed to just follow this upward movement right up until it's hit this resistance line again. It's just hit that one again actually, 1.0695, which I've actually got that written down on this piece of paper down here as a put. So there's been good opportunities just to follow these trends with the manual trades really. Now that's started to hit a bit of resistance, it may start offering us a few chances to place some support resistance trades, but just following it up and just going with that direction. If we go through the charts at the moment, once the software wakes up, the USD Swiss franc, we've had a nice downward trend on that. It's been quite predictable in terms of it's big sharp spikes. We can see that it's hitting these really high points and then shooting straight down. Nice long drop and then climbing up and then just coming straight back down. So if you can take advantage of that, you know it's coming up to this this peak now. We'd expect that to start turning and give us an opportunity to trade in the opposite direction. So we go over to that particular pair, USD Swiss franc, and let this load up for us. Okay, so let me just refresh this, see if that helps. That's better. Okay, so USD Swiss franc, that price we just looked at, it was currently sitting. Let me just change that back because I just refreshed it. USD Swiss franc. There we go. 10002. 10002 down. Okay, so that's what it's currently at on there. Let's see where we are on here. 100. So it's slightly higher on there because this chart takes a minute to update. This one's live. So we can see it seems to be at that peak. We'll wait for a little bit more of a downward movement. Let it bust past this line for me, and then I'll place a put on this manual trade. Just taking advantage of these movements that we're seeing sort of quite consistently. So just waiting for that to move down. Obviously, so you can do it with the manual, with the automated trade, obviously, but then you've got to wait for that specific strike rate. You can do it on this, you know. So, for example, if I wanted to reach that line, and click that and press OK. That's it. It's going to place a trade as soon as it touches that line again. But it seems to be going past that already, so I'm going to place that put like I said I would. Ooh, that was just in time. Like I say, it's just gone past that line that I thought it would, and gave me an indication that it was still moving down. So as I just click that button, zero latency. You know, if I was using any other trading platform, it would have put me in that trade here. We've all seen that on IQ options and shit like that, but this was zero latency. As soon as I pressed that button, that trade came in. So we can see that coming down now. And just taking advantage of these movements. I've been doing this all morning really, and I found it's got me the best results this week in terms of just trying to spot support resistance and it actually staying there. You know, it's a lot of them have just been busting past it, and just like I say, trends and trends all over the place. So yeah, this looks like it should win for us unless anything drastic happens at the last second. Okay, sweet. Oh man, I've just refreshed the page. I only got £9 for that. I've been having it on $100 trades. Okay. Well, the point was there anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to look at these downward movements and see where we're at now. It is moving down, and see if we can get that refreshed. See if there's any more updates. There we go. See, this does update every 1 minute, but it's every 1 minute that from when you update it. So, well, from when I refreshed it. So in between that 1 minute, there has been movement. So sometimes if you just refresh it, it just updates a bit quicker for you. That's all. It will update on its own. Okay, so it seems to just come up a little bit. What we could do is maybe think about, or maybe not. I was thinking about placing a call, a put when it hit this line, but I don't fancy it now. We'll wait for it to reach up here again. We've seen it reach this line before, and let's say if it starts to turn, then we'll go for it. In fact, if it starts to turn again and drop anywhere below sort of here, or maybe reach towards here, then we'll place that put again. Okay, so just flattening out for a second. That I don't like how it's doing that. So we'll have a look elsewhere. So we've been having a look at that one, the Euro GBP. Obviously, the positive news coming out of Europe this morning, and at the same time, we've had negative news coming out of the Great British Pound. You know, that's just going to create these trends like this. And this is what it's been like most of the week, as obviously a lot of you probably know. You know, just been looking at this, and it's really hard to say what's going on. And the only way you can really take advantage is by following that sort of trend up, and you just sort of wait for it to sort of come back down slightly. We can see there is fluctuations along the way, but overall it's heading up. So you want to try and catch these fluctuations as they start turning up again and going on that natural trend. So the Great British Pound US dollar, let's have a look at that one. Again, Great British Pound isn't doing too well this morning, and the US dollar is a lot stronger than the pound is at the moment. So again, we're seeing a downward trend. It has tried to recover slightly, but it's come back down since. So not enough of a trend on that, really. I'm not going to mess around with that one. We'll see if we can get something a little bit more consistent. The Euro USD, there was a nice upward trend on this. It's what I was trading on all morning, and it's just broken past that resistance now. I was just holding on because it just hit this resistance line a few times. It's been there for about an hour, yeah, it's just broken past that now. So again, we can start placing calls on that, I think. So let's have a look on this quickly. That looks like it's come back down again from where it was just looking at. So the Euro USD, let's get that pair up. So there's a possibility of placing calls on this. It seems to have just flattened out there though. There's an indication that it is still moving up. So if we get another one of them, it might be worth placing that call. See, it's just sort of leveling out again. I don't know if that's just hit a new resistance line. Let's have a look. It seems to be coming back down. If we refresh this again, just to see if we can force an update. There we go. It's just leveled out slightly there. So we can see that on the auto trading robot now. On the advanced charts, we can see that it's just leveled off this last minute update. So we'll just wait for that one to come back up. Maybe able to see it happen on here. So if we see this start shooting up in front of our eyes, then just jump on that zero latency trading and just trade it. But right now, it's hard to say. You know, it just seems to be sort of holding on for a minute. So maybe go back to the USD Swiss franc, see how lively that is. Was placing puts on this, so again that seems to have just flattened out as well. So maybe something occurring with the US dollar right now. Both pairs seem to be just flattening out slightly. So let's have a quick look on this chart here. See, we're getting a little flat bit there, the same as the other as the Euro USD. And that's just come back up again. How's that Euro USD doing then? Is that coming back up yet? No, it's still coming down. That it's just hitting. It may turn around now though. There's a little point here where it could turn on us. Swiss franc is coming back up. Okay, so let's have a quick look through the other pairs then. Let's see, we've got the USD Canadian dollar. This was giving us opportunity earlier, but it seems to have bust past that as well. There's a nice resistance line here. And it had just recently hit it and turned, but since then it's just broken past there again. And this is the case with a lot of support and resistance this week. You know, we keep seeing it, and then you may get one or two trades on it, and then it just busts straight past, and then you've got to go back looking for more support or resistance elsewhere. And the Australian US dollar, that's slipping nicely actually. Let's have a look on that. See if we can get that up here. Okay. So we can see on the Australian US dollar that there has been quite a nice downward movement since around about 7:37 this morning. So a fair few hours it's been coming down. It does look like there's going to be resistance around about this line here. You can see that previously it's not gone past this. So once it sort of gets down there, you expect a little bit of a pivot. But like I say, this week it's course us all out. You know, there's a good chance it just push straight through that. So we'll just keep an eye on this one and see if we can force an update through on this. Yeah, see that again, that's just leveled out again. So just coming at the back of that, let's see if that's going to go further down. Let's see if we can test this. Okay, it seems to be climbing back up though. So you could maybe sort of follow that back up, but it'd be quite risky. I'd rather follow it down and just follow that trend really. Although that would look like it's climbing up, it's still a little bit too risky. That it's come down pretty quick, and there's a very good chance it will come up just as quick, like it is doing. But I'd rather sort of trade down. So what else we've got? So that's it really. We just have to keep an eye on these pairs that we've got at the moment. There's nothing else happening on the other pairs. Excuse me. USD Swiss franc. Okay, so it seems to be climbing quite quickly as well. So I wonder what's happening with the USD right now, because all the USD pairs seem to be having some funny reactions at the moment. So the Euro USD, the Australian USD, the Swiss franc, and the USD. So it's there we go. So here we go. We're coming up to 1003. So that's now changed. Let me just write that down. There we go. It's gone past that 1004. It's going to come down now, I think. Look at that. It's hit that line twice. I'm going to go for it. Okay, so previously the support was there, resistance line was there on them two spikes. If we update this, we may be able to force an update. There we go. So it's just round it off, but it says it's just hit that same strike line, resistance line. There we go. And I've noticed it there as well. Them two peaks, it reached that same peak twice. It didn't really want to go past it. Thought I'd give it a go, and it seems to be coming down nicely for us there. Boom. Okay, as long as it stays down here for the next couple of seconds, nothing drastic happens, that's going to be a win. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so that brings my account balance up to 1,655. I'm going to process a withdrawal today and get that out there as soon as I can. So I'm going to sort of withdraw like 1,000 of it. I'll leave the 655 in there and see how long it takes for me to get them funds back. So I'll keep you updated on that. Excuse me. So yeah, let's have a quick look on the Great British Pound, the Swiss franc again. Force of update through just in case we get it quicker. There we go. So again, come up to that line. So 1003. There we go. It's just bust past that. That's that 4 line that we saw earlier. That's the same line. Oh, there we go. Well, let's wait for this to turn now. Okay, 0006. What's going to happen? There we go. Looks like a bit of resistance there. No, broken through. Is that going to start coming down now? Okay, if we get this bit, no, it's coming straight past. I was going to say, if it starts to turn there again, I would have traded. But since it's broken past, we're going to wait, see where it goes next. If it maybe starts turning now, that may be a chance. Or let's say if it sort of reaches this point again, if it goes any further than this, we won't trade. Well, here we go. It's starting to come back down. One more drop and I'll go for it. No, it's coming back up. Okay, so we're just going to wait for this. It's just sort of leveling off a little bit. Oh, here we go. No. Okay, that looks like it's hitting resistance. What we don't want to see is it spiking up towards here if we trade around about here. So okay, so it does look like it's on its way back down. It's creeping down slowly though. Yeah, let's wait a minute. Let's wait and see if it can force this update through. Yeah, it's already through that one. So yeah, it's hit this line here at 006, and that was 7. So it's hit 6 before here. It's hit it there again. It's hit it there as well. So it's hit that line a few times and turned. There is obviously the 07 and possibly 08 to consider if it breaks past that as well. So let's see what's going to go on this. It's still at the 6.4. It's very close to 6.7 now. There's a 6.7 line there. That's the 6.7 line where that red line was. So it's very close. I'm not going to place any puts on this at the moment. There we go. Just bust up over 0.7. Okay, climbing up to 0.008 now. Okay, so we look. It's around about this line now. It's in between this peak and this peak now. We update that. It should force it through. It was already there actually. There we go. So it's 0.08 on this line now, and that seems to be coming down. Okay, what's going on? One more dip and I'll take it. There we go. I'm going for it. Get in. Okay, so hopefully this will keep coming down. We spotted some resistance at 0.80 on the charts. We knew that if we looked at the charts, it's bust past this line. There's a possibility of it turning there. That's exactly what it did. We took the chance. It looked like it was coming down. And hopefully, if this stays there for the next 30 seconds or so, we should be in the money. As long as it doesn't come back up, that's not what we want. Come on. Wicked. Okay. Oof. Fuck it up. Oh, I thought that was going to do me. Okay, yeah, so that was lucky. Just managed to get that one in. The chart is now saying it's coming back down. So we may be able to just keep following this down. As we can see, it's hit these peaks before and it's just swooped back down. So we just keep following it really. It's just hitting that line still though. It's still bobbing around 7.0. You can see. In fact, that looks like a new resistance line there. Look at that. Straight across there, 7.0, I reckon that was. So possibility of placing it when it comes up here again. We'll wait for that to turn. Oh, there we go, 7.4. Wait for it to turn. One more drop will do it. Give us another little knuckle down. Ooh, there we go. A bit late, but still we got it with a zero latency, so it still put us in a much better position if we was using something like IQ options, where it would probably place the trade now for me. But hopefully this will still keep us in the money. It's not really dropped past this line here for a while, so we're very close. I say I just managed to come in a split second late on that one. It would have put me in a little bit of a better position, but we'll go for it anyway. Well, we don't have a choice. We took it, so we'll just see how this one rides out. Come on. That'll do. Sorry about that. I just had to cut camera. Yeah, as you can see, that one did come in. It's just following this price down, and yeah, it's just following these trends really. And we can see on this view now that it's on its way back down. Force an update. So yeah, just wait for this one to swoop back down for us, and then maybe place another trade. Is that going to come further down? We'll give it another one. If it comes down again, we'll go for it. If it comes past this line, this point here, I'm going to place another trade. Ooh, no, it didn't pass it. There we go. Ah, oh, fucking hell, I don't know about that one. We'll see. We'll see. I thought that was on its way down, but we'll see how that one goes. Okay, so yeah, maybe come in at the wrong time now. I was expecting that just to come down a little bit further. It only came down just a slight bit, but since then it's been coming back up. So this one looks like it might lose for me. We'll just wait for it to come back up to around about 7.0 and maybe place another put around about there. We'll see what's going to happen. Yeah, this one's going to lose. Well, can't win them all. So I'd say we'll just wait for this to come back up to one of these positions, about 7.0 or 8.0. If it busts past this line here very quickly, then we'll look around about the 8.0 line here. Previously, it's got 2 trades on that, so we'll just wait for this one. I thought that might have slipped down a bit further. Let's have a look, force this view to update. Yeah, we can see that's just come back up instead of going back down. Okay, so I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm just going to wait for that to come back up. It looks like it's just holding on there now. Just a little bit of support resistance here. We're getting a lot of M and W shapes quite tight there. We've only really 1 point or one sort of 10 to sort of decimals between them. So there's not really much room for error, as you can see. So we'll have a look elsewhere. The Great British Pound, US dollar. What else have we got? Let's see if we can trade that. Okay, that's pretty flat as well. So the Great British Pound, US dollar. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, it's not really giving us any opportunity. The Euro GBP, is that still trending up? No, it's starting to come back down a bit. The Euro USD was giving us some opportunities this morning, and that started coming back down as well. So this morning the USD has been pretty consistent, and now it seems to be coming back down. I'm just wondering if we could take advantage of that downward trend on the Great British Pound, on the Euro USD there as well. So let's have a quick look on that. We can see it's coming down nicely on this view here. So we can see if we've got a chance of placing some puts on this as well. I tested out with a couple of $25 first. Okay, so I've got this line here I'm interested in. I'll place it there. Click on that, and then click on that. And if it hits that line now, there we go, it's triggered it automatically for me. So once it goes past that line, it will place that trade for you. So now we'll just wait for this to come back down. There we go, it's woken up a little bit. Sorry, a bit of a freeze there. Again, it's just struggling to pass this line here at the moment as well. So it seems to be offering a little bit of resistance there. Okay, that's what we want. Oof, that was close. Okay, so I'm liking this line now. Let's have a look at that one. Again, I just set the software up to trigger at that price there. It just moved for me. It was a little bit awkward that. So I'm going to say 6896 again. 6896. Okay. And that'll place a trade. If it does climb up to this point again, it doesn't look like it's coming down, to be honest. So it may be worth placing a manual trade just to take advantage of that. We'll go for one there. Okay, it's just come up again, but as I say, if it comes up any further, we'll get this one here anyway. So there we go. It's going to trigger that. Ooh, almost. Hasn't quite hit it there. Okay, that's looking good to me. Awesome. Okay, so we'll put this back up to 100 now. We've won a couple of trades on 25. It's quite consistent, so we'll go for it now. You can see this is still coming down. The last update is there. If you can see if we could force a new update through, so just coming up slightly. So obviously you're going to get these fluctuations along the way, but like I say, it does overall look like it's going down still. Here we go. It's creeping up towards that that strike rate that we set on the auto trade. But like I say, it may not even hit that. You know, it may, because it's got a downward trend, it may not manage to climb that high again. So we may just be better off just sticking to the manual trades when it's trending. You know, these manual trades are the best way to sort of do it really. And with it being zero latency, like you've seen, you know, sort of you just get fantastic strike rates. You know, as soon as it starts to move, you can really jump on it, which is awesome really for this sort of trading. So we'll wait for it. What's going on now? We'll see what's going to go on. It's a bit. Ooh, looks like it's coming down. I'm going to go for it. So it looks like we're slipping back down again. You know, we had that previous trade around about here. You know, it's already come a bit further down than that. This little movement here was enough for me to say let's just do this and follow that trend down. So again, just following it, waiting for an indication that it's still going in that direction, and just trading for it. There we go. That'll do. Right, so we're still moving down by the looks of things. Obviously, it must be doing because we just won. It's leveling off a little bit. Let's see what's going to happen. Is it going to continue to go down? It looks like it, doesn't it? One more. Go on, yeah, fuck it. Okay, if this wins or loses, I'm going to call it a day. I've got to process this withdrawal. I'd like to, well, I'm going to sort of leave pretty much what I started with in there, around about $500-600 euros. Sorry, I had planned on withdrawing 1,000, but now it's creeping up a little bit. Depending on how this trade goes, it looks like this one might lose for me. Yeah, this one's looking like it's fucked. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to try and withdraw, say 1,000, see how long that takes to hit my bank, and just give some feedback about the broker. I've never used Binary Online before, so it'd be interesting to see how they sort of do things. Like I say, I've got a lot of people asking questions and things like that, so it'd be nice to sort of give people a bit of feedback about that. Okay, this one looks like it's lost, obviously. It's a shame that we just had a nice sort of winning streak on there. So how many did we get there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Yeah. So yeah, 4 out of 6 trades were in the money there. Just following that sort of simple strategy of just identifying a trend. We can see this has been following this trend all the way up, and now it's coming back down. You're going to get these fluctuations up, but if you're following it down, you want to wait for these fluctuations to come up, and as it starts turning, you need to take advantage of that, like this is now. I said I was going to stop. Okay, one more. If this moves down any further, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to make this my last one. Oh man, I knew I should have walked the first time. Yeah, like I say, if this loses, then I'm definitely going to call it a day and take the profit I've already got. I sort of managed to build it up just now for a couple of $100 and then lose it all at the same time. So there's the way things can go. Really, it's what I mean about trying to be disciplined. Even myself, it's sometimes difficult to walk away. But a lot of the time, you're better off walking away when you've got more money coming in instead of taking more and more risks. Okay, so just to prove my point, there we go. So yeah, I'm going to walk away still with over $1,000 profit. So I'm going to go ahead and do my withdrawal process now. I'll keep you updated with that. Like I say, if you can identify these trends, then try and follow them. You have to wait for these fluctuations, but it can work for you. It's not as sort of I say as easy as the support and resistance. A lot of people still struggle with spotting the support and resistance. But like I say, this week, is your best option is to either not trade or try and use this strategy where you can identify the trends, follow it, and just take advantage of it. Especially with the auto trading robot, it really does come in handy with the zero latency trades. It makes a massive difference. You've seen it there. When I placed that trade, it placed it immediately instead of sort of waiting 3 or 4 seconds and putting me a ridiculous strike rate. Obviously, I lost 2 trades. It wasn't the software, it was me. It's just the way it is. I should have walked away 2 trades ago, really. But there you go. It's just the way it is. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. So yeah, take care, guys. Bye bye.